This channel is supported by TrueFire. TrueFire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses. Most of the time on this channel I use the HX Stomp, and what I really like that is that it's accessible to most people, I think, that are spending money on guitar gear and playing stuff. They're not super expensive, but I think they've got some really good sounds in there. What I really like about the Helix though, I think this is one of the best kind of form factors that we've ever seen realized in a floor modeler. And I don't think people kind of necessarily realize quite how cool it is. What I really love about it is that not only do I really like the sounds in there, especially now with the new cabs, but I could take this preset from the HX Stomp and then create it into something bigger and better. And it's really super easy to assign switches and stuff. It's a matter of just touching them, and you can swap switches over by pressing them together. Things that on other modeling devices might take quite a long time, on the Helix, it's considerably, for me, I've found way quicker. And what it means is that as much as I think there might even be better modelers out there, for me, the barrier between thinking of something, creating it, and being able to just pick up the guitar and start making some music is smaller with the Helix. So that was the idea with this preset build. I thought I'm going to take that Deluxe Reverb preset that I started the other day on the HX Stomp that I was really liking. I thought I'll put that on the Helix. What would I do in the Helix with some of the added processing power? You know, it's 2 HX Stomps. And so I thought I'd just show you that. But I really love that about the Helix. It's so easy to kind of make these foot switch assignments. And foot switch assignments, for instance, in the fractal world, take quite a lot of work, I've found, and can be a little bit confusing. In the Helix world, it's kind of super, you just touch a thing, and if you're on a block at the moment, you can assign it to that thing, you can merge them. Things that aren't so easy in other devices. Even the Quad Cortex with its touchscreen, I don't think beats the assignment kind of foot switch and stuff of the Helix. And having scribble strips, I find really useful, as well as the color coding and being able to customize that. That's just one of the kind of things that I really like about the Helix. Again, as I say, there are more modern modelers out there. There are ones with touch screens, there are ones with more amps and probably even better sounding ones, but this is the reason that I come back to the HX Stomp Helix most often, because I just get results quicker and I'm able to then play the guitar, I think. So I've got this preset here that I dialed in the other day on the HX Stomp, and I was thinking maybe I'd add another amp to this and have like a dual amp thing, but then I started playing it. And I thought actually there's kind of nothing missing from that, I don't really need to. But what I thought I could do is add a bit of a different lead tone. So I'm going to bring this spring by copy block and paste block, and then action clear block, and I'm going to run this path down to here, and I'll also move action copy block, action paste block, the delay down there, action clear block. And what I'm imagining we'll be able to do now, I may even move this one down as well, action copy block, action paste block, action clear block, is put another amp model up here if we wanted to, so that I can switch in sort of an interesting lead tone. I'm going to keep the Timmy and the Tube Screamer up top. You probably already know this, but we have double the power of an HX Stomp here. So we've got one HX Stomp, another HX Stomp. So it makes sense to run these processes into each other to get more juice. Right, so what would go nicely here then? Let's just take a look at some of the amps that we've got available. I'm thinking maybe the Lone Star Channel 2, because I find that to be sort of pairs nicely with a Fender style thing. Right, so I'm going to bypass that here. So Snapshot 4 will be our kind of big lead channel. The settings that I like to use on the Lone Star 2 have the gain quite high, keep the bass kind of low, and the mids treble around sort of 5, 6, and shape here thick, presence keep that a bit lower. Let's just see what this gives us. And I want to bring in the noise gate for this part, and also I'll turn on the delay for this part. Where is my delay? Here. Okay. And if I go to my lead tone, oh, I need to reset these up. So that needs bypassing. It's bypassing there. And needs bypassing on the clean. So now I've got that lovely kind of Fender clean. And the big lead. What I might do, in fact, though, is just swap these round, because normally I would have my big lead here, and then probably I would do this. So we've got kind of most gain here, then we got kind of quite a bit of gain, and then just a kind of boosted clean. I think that would work pretty nicely for me. We've got space again to add some other effects if we want to. Maybe even a little modulation. Actually, let's do that down here. If we go, here's a little trick I learned off Steve Sterlacci. Go give him a follow. So bypass that, action, copy, then action, paste. It will be pasted in its bypassed form, and we can put that here. And so then I could just bring it in for the actual presets where, or the times that I want it, rather than it being there, and I don't need to go through every snapshot and bypass it. Quite clever. So then we've got kind of a whole palette of awesome a whole palette of awesome tones. So yeah, I think you could have a ton of fun with that. I might even stick in a stereo looper here, because I can. 6-switch looper, action, move that there, and put that on this other page here. So you could even do some cool loopy stuff with this. E4. totally fun, and I think just a great blend of some really awesome tones that are not that difficult to dial in with the Helix anymore. So yeah, that's one worth playing around with. Also, if you want to get it so that you can come back to these snapshots and have them be consistent, set it to discard snapshot edits. That means that, say for instance, let's just leave it as it is, on your clean tone you turn the tremolo on, and then you come away to your lead tone. When you come back to your clean tone with snapshot recall on, you see that tremolo there. If we put it to discard, when we go to clean, we come to our lead, when we come back to clean, it remains as it should be as we programmed it in. I think that's a really useful little feature. So yeah, you see this goes red when you've got that. So I prefer to use it that way when gigging. I'll catch you in another video soon. Let me know if you want me to drop this into the folder. JC Deluxe Lone. I've started to really enjoy the Lone Star for kind of lead tones. I think it's probably my favourite amp in the Helix at this point. So yeah, let me know if you want me to drop this into the folder. Catch you in another video soon. Cheers.